All right, ladies and gentlemen, race number 2 of the night as we are getting ready for the limited late models. At this time, I will ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we pull up the points. Our top 5 in points are: leading the way is our in-race reporter for tonight, Robbie Milburn. Second is Matt Mateer. Third, Falcon Smith. Fourth, Michael Lonis. And fifth is Brian Gunderson. And then I'll leave them up there so you can find your name if you're up there looking and you're not inside the top 5. As we watch Robbie coming out, back out on track now. How is the track feeling right now?
The track state-wise, it looks and feels pretty good. Right now I'm just trying to find a line I want to run and kind of adjust my driving style from the supers and pros I've been running to the limited, because they're a whole different deal. And right there, you can't enter low like that because you push just like I did there. So right now, I'm just trying to dial it in.
Right now, Gavin Chatham at the top of the leaderboard in practice with a 22.661. Everybody within 0.6 of a second. Top 5 all within 1/10 of a second. Showing 6 cars out here tonight so far. are waiting now. Should get the advance at any moment to get qualifying underway. I guess I'll go ahead and pull Chris in here, let him know that he can advance it. Hey Chris, you can go ahead and advance it. Alright, and there's the advance. Make sure to give plenty of time in case the first race of the night goes over. If I am not as talkative as I normally am on race nights, I do want to apologize. I am starting to feel a bit under the weather. As we see the 80 come out on track. That is Brian Gunderson. A little bit out of shape getting out of turn number 4. Coming to take the green flag. Getting a little bit out of shape out of turn 2 as well. Big time out of shape in 3 and 4 again. As lap 1 for Gunderson, a 24.300. Bud Mullenix coming in with a 22.999 to take quick time as we watch Forsyth put his lap in the books at a 2.341.451. Gavin Chatham got 1 in the book so far at a 23.453, coming to complete lap number 2. Lap 2, quick time, 2270. 2270, quick time for Gavin Chatham. As we see the 34 of Falcon Smith coming to complete lap number 1. That puts him second quick at a 22797. 22797 for Chatham, or for Smith, as he works through 3 and 4 for the final time. Smith, lap number 2, not as quick, 22807. Last car out on track. We will jump on board with him. This is the 9 of Robbie Milburn. His way out of turn number 4. No, that was turn 2. Now works through 3 and 4. Lap number 1 for Robbie. Fourth quick, get a 22918. 22918 for Milburn as he works down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Back down to the front straightaway. Lap number 2. Quicker, moving him to third quick, a 22828.
Not too bad there.
All 6 cars. So your starting lineup for the heat race will be Chatham, Smith, Milburn, Forsyth, Mullenix, and Gunderson. And that heat will determine the feature. One heat tonight, everybody going directly to the A main. As we will let these last 20 seconds of qualifying roll through. So being more of a pro late model driver, do you think once we get out of these beginner style cars, how do you think that's going to affect the car counts for next season?
I think, I'm pretty sure the pros are probably, as far as late models go, the most well liked favorite of most people. So I feel like we'll get quite a few more people. I expect the pro lates to have pretty good car counts and probably have great competition too. I mean, we have a great competition here, obviously, but it's always great to run with the full field. I know, pretty positive. Some people on my team might come out for the pro lates. They're always trying to get some lap time, learn a little more. So hopefully we can get more of that next season.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully we can get start running some consolations next season. And
Yeah.
into the supers and season 3C as well. But all right,
Yeah,
your starting lineup once again is the 24 starting on pole. To his outside is the 34 of Falcon Smith. Rolling off third is the 9 of Robbie Milburn. To his outside, the 225 of Chris Forsyth. Rolling off fifth is the 833 of Bud Mullenix. And rounding out the field is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. Yeah, I got pretty nasty chest cold, so not fun doing all this talking with that.
Okay, I imagine not. Okay, hopefully I can get a good start here and get a good run on the inside. See what we can do here in this heat.
Pace car ducks off. 24 gets on the hammer. It's hammer time. As they drag race down to turn 1. It's the 9 and the 34 side by side for the second position. They drag race down the back straightaway. 34 up high, 9 down low. They're door to door into turn number 3. Working through turn 4. 34 has the advantage this time. First through fourth, all right there under a blanket as they come out of turn number 2. Still single file though, working the back straightaway. 34 peeking his nose low up on the 24. Here comes Forsyth looking low on the 9. Everybody tucks back in. Now top 5 all under a blanket. Single file though, as they work through turns 1 and 2. Still single file. Looks like the track still has a little bit too much grip in it to really get out and challenge anybody. See the cars bounce through 1 and 2 just a little bit. As Forsyth gets right up on the back bumper of the 9 of Milburn. Forsyth working that higher line, now working that cut down line that we've seen in the sprints, in the midgets. Seeing if he can make that work. Looks like he gets a little bit tight, gets into the 9. Rolls out of the gas, trying to give the spot back, and the 833 of Mullenix sticks his nose in there to make it 3 wide. As they get it sorted out in turn 2, and Mullenix gets sideways, almost collects Forsyth. Everybody keeps it going. As your leader, or second place, is right on the back bumper of this 24 car. As they work through turn number 3, coming down to get popsicle sticks. 2 laps to go for your race leader, the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Falcon Smith peeking low at Chatham again. Ends up having to tuck back in line down the back straightaway. As it is now single file. Pretty well spread out behind these first 2. As it's just 1 lap to go. And your race winner, the 24 of Gavin Chatham, the 34 of Falcon Smith coming home second, third, the 9 of Robbie Milburn. The 225 of Chris Forsyth comes home fourth. Fifth is the 833 of Bud Mullenix. And the 80 of Brian Gunnarsson was out of the heat race. And that is how they will line them up for the A main. But right now, it will be the 3 wide Thunder thank you.
Yeah, Robbie with you still?
Yeah, I got Robbie up here still too.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Sorry about that, Robbie.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come out of turn number 4. They're 3 wide to tell each and every one of you thank you for the support and views. It's the 3 wide Thunder thank you. Go ahead and take off. All right. Yeah, I didn't discuss that with you because we were a little bit late getting you up here for the in-race recorder, but I've been having, and it seemed to be working pretty good all week with the in-race recorder I usually had up. I've been having up on the front row, and then when I get done with the 3-wide call, they take off and everybody follows suit.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, we were a little bit late, didn't really get to discuss it, so I went ahead and just pulled Chris up here. So. But with that, I will go ahead and mute my mic and let you guys enjoy the action out here on track. right, we got about 30 seconds left in warm-up here. How is the track starting to shape up as we get ready to head into this 25-lap feature?
It looks like the dominant line is kind of moved from a low to middle line to, I think, a higher line here. Basically a groove above the slick. And it's getting, you know, the trademark bumps like you mentioned earlier. But I think overall, it's hard to pass, but I think overall we'll have a good, clean race. Hopefully have some good racing like we had in the heat there.
Hopefully, as we do see our in-race reporter has made the top of the speed charts for the warm-up, only by 4 1/1000ths of a second, but up top is up top. Your starting lineup for the A main. Starting on the front row is the 24 of Gavin Chatham. To his outside will be the 34 of Falcon Smith. Inside row number 2, that is the 9 of Robbie Milburn, with the 225 of Chris Forsyth to his outside. On the third and final row, inside is the 833 of Bud Mullenix, and to his outside, the 80 of Brian Gunderson. 6 cars, 25 laps for tonight's A main. So starting on the inside here, is that going to put you at a little bit of a disadvantage if the line has moved up like you feel like it has?
Yeah, I'm just hoping I can get a good start and honestly probably tuck in behind those guys and clear Chris, but it all depends on the start. If I can get a good jump, I might be able to slide up, but if we go in side by side, then he should, you know, get a good run off.
Right, as we're 1 to go. Working through 3 and 4. Start is on this 24, and it's hammer time. 24 off to a decent jump as they drag race down into turn number 1 for that first spot. They're still side by side coming out of turn number 2. Looks like Smith with just a little bit of an advantage. Milburn still working that bottom side. As they drag race down the front line, give the nod to Smith that time by. As they're door to door through 1 and 2 again. Drag racing down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 and 4. Looks like Smith maybe trying to pinch Milburn down a little bit. As they go down the front straightaway side by side. Now Smith finally able to clear the 9 of Milburn. Robbie tucks up it. Now looking back low again as they dive down. Drag race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Milburn right on the bumper of Smith. Forsyth on the bumper of Milburn. All this happening about 1 second behind the race leader, the 24, Gavin Chatham. Second, third, and fourth all right there together. got it, turn number 4. 5 down, 20 to go. So everybody's still looking to see where they can maybe try to grab an advantage, as it looks like it's still a pretty single file racetrack at this point. But your second and third place cars are starting to reel that leader back in. Oh, contact, and around goes the 34. 9 checks up, and the 25 of Forsyth gets into him there.
It'd be me if it was on anyone. I think it was netcode, but if it's anyone, it's me. So you can give me the UL.
There you see it. Not sure if there was netcode or if there wasn't. That really hard to tell from our different angles. Definitely didn't see any fenders on that 34 wrinkle up. But it looked like you were up underneath him for sure. And then the 225, nowhere to go when the 9 checked up to try to let the 34 get it back under him.
Yeah, I was trying to get as close as I could, and just trying to, close racing, so I don't know if the car went up underneath him or what. I mean, that's one thing I wish iRacing would change, give a little bend and not make these cars such a wedge whenever they touch, but I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, you hate to see it, but close racing, there ends up being contact and people get around. Ain't not really much you can do there. As we'll go ahead,
it's part of it.
Stack everybody back up here. I mean, at least with the smaller car counts, it doesn't hurt so bad taking the EOL.
Right, yeah. It's the only disadvantage is at the tracks like this, it's just so hard to make up ground once you're back here.
Oh yeah. As we are 1 to green, it looks like the 225 of Forsyth is choosing the outside for that second row. Pace truck is off. And the 24 back on a loud pedal. Forsyth with a decent restart. As here comes the 9 of Milburn. Trying to work. Oh, more contact once again. And 88 and 9. Stop. Not sure why the caution has not flown. Everybody does get back going. Man, you hate to see that, and I'm not sure why iRacing did not throw a caution there. As Gavin Chatham still out front of your leader, or of second place, 225 of Forsyth. Falcon Smith running third. Milburn fourth. As they come down 12 laps to go. Forsyth looking for this race lead. all over the back of that 24. Can't quite find a way around, as it looks like it's still pretty one groove. The bump's really starting to show now through 1 and 2. As they head down the back straightaway into turn number 1, still flagpole formation. As we reach the halfway point, 4 cars left out on track, as the 833 and 80 have both retired. Here comes Forsyth diving to the inside of the 24 as they drag race down the front straightaway. 24 able to hold them off that time by. Just 11 laps to go. As they drive down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 one more time. Forsyth looking low, seeing if he can get something to go. Can't quite get it. 10 laps to go. Still follow each other single file. Down the back straightaway. Top 3 now, right there under a blanket. We keep working, still really no change up front. It's still single file, top 3 note, bumper to bumper, working the back straightaway down into turns 3 and 4. 25 of Forsyth looking low this time. Can't quite get there, tugs back in behind him. As they run single file down the back straightaway one more time. Forsyth looking low again in turns 3 and 4. Still tugs up behind him. Handful to go for the 24. Forsyth once again looking low. Can't get anything there. Tugs back in one more time. All single file. Nobody really able to make any moves with 4 laps to go. Everybody's right. These top 3 are all right there, bumper to bumper. But nobody can really make a move. Forsyth keeps trying low. He's right there by his door. Still can't get there. Has to tuck in behind him again. As it's still single file down the back straightaway. Forsyth taking a peek low one more time. Trying to see if he's there. Maybe throw the 24 and chase him off of his game. Can't quite get it. As they work through 3 and 4. The 25 of Forsyth still right there, not letting him go. Taking a peek on the bottom side one more time. Got it, that right rear up into some grip this time. They're side by side at the line with Chatham. Having it that time. Here comes Forsyth with the slider. Chatham has to check up. Looks back low. Forsyth in the lead now. Diving down into turn number 3. And it is going to be Chris Forsyth with a last lap pass. Chatham second and Falcon Smith third. Man, sorry about that luck, Robbie. I don't know. I don't understand why iRacing did not throw a caution there. That does not make sense to me.
It happens. What I assume is I assume it didn't throw the caution because we were out of the race line, but I'm not real sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, that was one of my hesitations when they were asking about the pulling away from live admins, and I may have to reconsider that because I think there definitely should have been a caution there. Sorry about the luck. 4th place finish though, not an absolutely terrible night points wise. So.
Nah, it's a pretty decent night, and again, I'll be here again next week, I believe, at Lima Land, so that should be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely, and we will see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Also,
you for
good one,
joining us.
Chris.
All right, that was your in-race reporter, Robbie Milburn. And ladies and gentlemen, with the last lap pass, the driver of the 225, Chris Forsyth. You got a copy, Chris?
I got you.
Man, making it look exciting after, I don't know how to sugarcoat it, so I'll just plain out say it. What looked to be a relatively boring single file race, you got out there and made one heck of a last lap pass. Walk us through it, and how rough was that track? Because it was looking like it was getting pretty rough there towards the end of that feature.
Yeah, it still wasn't as bad as 358. 358 track was insane. But I don't know. I was just trying to find anything. I don't know these cars. I know they're limited on power. So I followed him a lot, and then I was trying to find any kind of moisture to shorten the track. So I tried it in a couple turns. I think 3 and 4 had a little more slick than 1 and 2. I saw that Falcon was closing in. I was like, man, what is he doing? Unfortunately, I was kind of watching in the mirror because he's following us. He's finding speed somehow. But I was kind of looking the same way, just trying to find kind of moisture and any way to just close the gap. And I got lucky, and Gavin made a mistake, and I was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, couple incidents there with Milburn. Do you think that helped as far as the caution coming out and then Milburn effectively getting taken out of it when him and Mullenix got together?
Yeah. I feel bad because Milburn is fast. So it would have been nice to try to follow him around and see what he does. I've only ran this car maybe a handful of times, so to learn from somebody that knows the car and knows the ins and outs of them would have been nice to follow. It would have been cool to be up there and seeing them battle. I don't think I would have beat them if they got away. I was just kind of following the leader, back where I was, and that incident helped me out a lot. Unfortunately, I got into Milburn as well because he slowed down after he accidentally turned the other guy, and I didn't expect that, so I got into him as well. But that's kind of racing. It sucks, but it worked out for me, I guess.
Yeah, especially we've seen it all week. This track is I honestly would not mind seeing if we pulled it off the schedule because it seems to be very one lane.
I'm not sure how it would be with the bigger horsepower cars. I don't know how the late models and stuff do on this. The sprints can run multiple lines. You can run down low and up top on the sprint. So I don't know, midgets. That was hard. That was very hard. But still, you're kind of running middle. You couldn't really run down low and be dominant because it was chewed up. So it's a good technical track. The bumps really play a factor, and where it slicks up, I think, plays a factor. So I mean, either you get lucky or you don't. I guess at this track, it's one of those like Williams Grove. It can bite you.
Yeah, definitely a technical track. Leads to a lot of one lane racing, but you made some passes out there. Ended up making the most important one on the last lap. Congratulations. Throwing you on the spot. Sponsor shout
See,
outs.
this is the last place I expected to be with it. Uh, Black Bull Racing, Giddings Mobile Repair, Dubai's Welding, Nukes Performance. I know I'm missing a ton. CTFX Graphics. And there's many more. Like I said, I did not expect to have a chance in this class, but I wanted to run it to learn it, and I'm kind of glad I did. Got lucky.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. You made it look like you run these things quite a bit. So congratulations, and we
Yeah,
will see
thank you very.
you Wednesday night.
I'm hoping. Thank you very much, and thank you for putting on the league. I love it.
All right. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, that was your winner, the 225 of Chris Forsyth. Coming home second is the 20 of Gavin Chatham. You got a copy, Gavin?
I hear you, Jay.
All right, walk us through your night and that last lap pass by Forsyth. Is there anything you could have done to hold him off, or maybe get back around him in 3 and 4?
Yeah, not mess up. I messed up coming to the white flag in turns 3 and 4. I went a little too high. I'm trying to find a little bit more grip just to make sure I got the run off a corner coming to the white flag, and I just got up a little too high, and Chris got underneath me. And congrats to him. It was a fun time running. Obviously, you don't want to lose one or give it away like that, but we'll take second for sure. It was a good run for us. Started well with the qualifying, got quick time, and then finished won our heat, and then we started up front for the feature, which is so important for these dirt races, especially is having a complete night with qualifying well, doing well in your heat race, and then putting yourself in position in the feature. We put ourselves in position, and we gave it away. So, but we'll come back and we'll learn from it, and that's how you get better, and we'll get them next time.
All right, and then are you going to be running the big blocks with us Wednesday night?
I will not be here Wednesday night, unfortunately. I'm going to miss out on that. I'll be back with you guys Sunday for the sprint cars.
All right. How do you feel going into Limaland? I believe is. I've looked at this thing so many times. I'm starting to get some sort of cold that's knocking me down, and hell, I can't remember when I'm feeling good, and now I'm starting to feel under the weather. So yeah, Limaland next week. How do you feel going in there?
Limaland's a good track for me. I really enjoy it. You got to get up on the wall and be fast there. Unfortunately, with the car counts, I wish there was more because the track would slick off, and then we definitely have a couple more grooves of racing. But we'll see what happens. You'll never know. We'll see what car counts we get. But if we don't, it'll be right up against the wall and be fast, which I really enjoy doing. I feel like I run really well there. I think it's a good track for us, and I think we could definitely pull away with a victory.
Sponsors, shout outs, anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
I just want to thank you guys for putting this on. It's always fun to come out and race with everybody. Congrats to Chris on the win tonight, and Falcon, good racing with those guys. I just want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, Velocity Race Designs. They give us awesome rap, make us look good out there on the racetrack. Would have liked to got a victory and put in victory lane tonight with our awesome paint schemes, but not in the cards tonight. We'll come back stronger.
All right. Well, congratulations, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again. You're pretty much always putting off solid performances out here, so.
Thanks, Jay. We'll catch you next time, all right?
Yep. All right. That was your second place finisher, Gavin Chatham. And rounding out the podium is the 34 of Falcon Smith. Got a copy, Falcon?
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
All right. Podium finish night. Is there anything you could have done with the guys in front of you? You pretty well kept up with them all night, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would have had a pretty good shot at it. I think at Gavin if I was able to run second and not get dumped there early on. Um, I think I would have had something for him. He was kind of searching around a little bit. I think I was a little bit better than both the guys in front of me. Just couldn't do much with them. But yeah, it would have been nice to be running second instead of third there.
All right. So get ready to roll into Lima Land next week. How do you feel about going there?
Pretty good. Just as good as anywhere else. I think we'll be all right. Give them. Everybody will know we're there for sure.
All right. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Appreciate you guys putting this on, Jay. I was just talking to Chris there while we were waiting on Gavin to get out, and just appreciate you guys putting this on. Appreciate the people that come out and race pretty clean for the most part. SSR for the setups. Just appreciate everybody putting this thing on.
All right. Congratulations on your second podium tonight, and we will definitely be talking to you later, I'm sure.
All right, sounds good.
All right. And that was your third place finisher, Falcon Smith. With that, like I said, guys, I do want to apologize. I am under the weather. I'm just going to throw up the sponsor board. I want to thank all our sponsors. Everybody has stepped up to really help these drivers, and we greatly appreciate it. With that, I am Jay Giddings signing off. We will see you Wednesday night.